Warning! The following video wasn't created by a YouTube professional. Instead, this video was created by a novice whose intent is to make a video diary of his gameplay. As he's creating videos, he's going through a journey of learning how to be a YouTube content creator. Part of this journey is making mistakes, and a big mistake has happened during his journey of recording The Lord of the Rings Online, the Corsairs of Umbar. The following video contains disturbing imagery due to myself messing up the video capture settings. You will experience blocky and pixelated areas in the video, especially when I'm moving or riding a horse. Actually, when I'm standing still reading the quest text, it doesn't look that bad. In fact, if the whole video was just me standing reading the quest text, the video quality would actually be pretty good. But alas, it's not. Unfortunately, the majority of the rest of the series was recorded with these settings. I'm very disappointed how these videos came out, but I'm still going to upload them to have them on record. Also, maybe the gameplay will help others out if they're stuck on a quest. I apologize how these videos came out. I'm using this as a learning experience to make better videos in the future. Now, let's get to questing. Alright. Let me see what I could do about the text here real quick. So if I go to options and let me see. See what UI settings are. That's the toolbars. Tooltips, panels. Okay. I don't know. Maybe this. Let's see what else. Social. Oh. Alright. I gotta Google that. But there is a way to change the font size. It's probably under UI settings. Probably, yeah, okay. But anyway, let me see. Well, let's go back there. Options, UI. Let's go to Quest Tracker. There we go. And then I want to see the quest text. Uh-oh. I can't. Oh. Well, I don't want that. Gee, so I can't change the size of that window. That's it. Golly gee willikers. Options. There we go. How about that? Okay, I want it down a little bit more. We'll do that. Alright. It also depends on the background, too, on how well it shows. Find Azagath's water carriers on a dock near the Harbor Warden's Tower. Okay. Alright, we'll try that. Alright. There's a quest ring over here. Oh, Umbar stuff. Okay. Where am I on the map? That there. Here, I need to go here. You go here. Oh, I could take that horsey. Blood Eagle Tavern.
Umbar is a free city at last.
Alrighty. Alright. Where do I want to go? Down one over here. The women I use suspiciously. Oh, because there's two. Okay. Alright.
We have our own tasks to complete, stranger, and have no time to speak with such as you.
Oh, excuse me. You apologize for interrupting and ask if they could use any help with their task. The servant stares at you suspiciously. Why? She asks. Okay.
Forgive Einad her distrust, stranger.
Well, we have...
Reason to be wary.
Our master is very particular about the means by which we carry out his commands. We bring seawater through the city to the fountains inside Sir Barrick's, the Citadel of Winds, every morning. And every night those fountains are empty to await our return the next morning. It is hard, heavy work, and there are fewer of us now than there used to be. Azagath has dismissed some of our fellows before now, but no one seems to know where Saduk has gone. And not hisses at Usha to not say anything more, and the woman nods. He may be fine, and he may not. But without Saduk, our work will be more difficult. Azagath smiles with his mouth, but his eyes are unmoved. And if we do not find some way to replace Saduk's burden, we may be the next ones to disappear. Prove to me you could carry this bowl of seawater without spilling a single drop, and perhaps you can accompany us into the Citadel. Bring it to the courtyard of the Teeming Net Tavern to the southeast, and we will see if you are steady enough to join us. Okay. Whee! Whee! Don't spill the water. Okay.
You did well enough, stranger.
You may accompany us when next we perform our duties, and I will ask no questions of you. Your reasons for wanting to gain access to Sir Burix are your own, but you must endanger none of my friends. If such treachery seems possible, I will alert the guards at once. But this last warning guide your but let this last warning guide your steps. Neither Anat nor I know what happened to Saduk, but of this I am certain. We saw something he was not supposed to see, some secret of the sea shadow, and now he has paid for it. Okay. Azagath is dangerous. We water bearers may be beneath his notice, but it may not be possible to always remain so. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here's the text thing here. Let's just increase that a little bit. There we go. That's pretty good. That's better. All right, we'll leave it as that. Finish now.
We have a long way to carry these bowls of seawater.
It is our tradition to set them down for a brief rest just before crossing the bridge to Sir Brex. Are you ready to begin? Okay.
Then let us begin, stranger.
We will
We
bring
will
with.
bring you with us into the Citadel.
Okay.
That is enough rest for now. Pick up the water bowl again and cross the bridge.
That is up a hill to the left. Here we go. Yeah, I suspect this is the Citadel right here. Or maybe over there. Well, excuse me. Okay. We'll join you inside the Citadel just ahead. Alright, yay! Hey, we found it. There it is. I'm carrying water. Pour into the hash and I'll take. Okay. Where's that at? Southeast. This way. Here we go. There we go. Now we must wait until we are dismissed. It's best to not attract any attention. Remain within these steps with the rest of us, and we will stay beneath the notice of anyone who might take offense at our listening. Okay, I'll eavesdrop on the conversation. Kindred of the coins, okay.
I'm bored.
He's bored. Oh, that's Thorongil.
Try not to think about it, Thorongil. I tried that.
We may not need to keep you for much longer, young master. Nakasi should have consulted with me before she brought you here.
It was a good idea, Azagath. He makes a valuable hostage, does he not?
Not as valuable as the one Koltek has arranged.
We will see. I do not trust the Corsair he chose for this.
Lord Azagath, your invited guest has arrived. The Corsair Jajax and his prisoner, Queen Arwen of Gondor.
What?
Greetings to you, noble Azagath. I have brought you the queen, as I promised. Your deeds exceed your reputation, Jajax. Nakasi did not believe you could do this. It was not easy. Keep that in mind as we discuss my reward.
Is it customary for your prisoners to retain their belongings?
It is only water. Oh, what if Queen Arwen had a thirst? Water has power. Belondo, take it from her.
Think we can take them all?
The rivers of Gondor will have their vengeance upon you.
This is not Queen Arwen. Who are you?
Listen, there has clearly been some mistake. The mistake was believing you could succeed in this deception, Jajax. You thought a jar of river water could unravel my sorceries. The rivers of Gondor have no power here, foolish ones. My strength comes from the sea. And the sea is stronger than any river. My friend, I think we might have need of you after all.
JJX has revealed your identity to the Kindred of the Coins. I thought something was out of place when I now I bleh, thought something was out of place. I see now that it was you, Floresita. You have come a long distance to be here. It is curious that none of my fellows thought to mention your presence to me. I do not believe you could have escaped Koltek's notice or Harmelek's spies. Perhaps they tire of our continued association? I have experienced much delusion before. Some went willingly to the knife, but only later learned what it meant. Do you think to battle me now? Do you think you could best me in my own palace? Heck yeah! Survive the attention of the kindred of the coins and the Citadel of Winds.
No, I will not fight you.
Of course, because you're scared.
You are a close friend of the King of Gondor.
You betcha! So I would make a good...
You will be a better hostage
Uh-huh.
than either of these others.
What should we do with Thorongil?
Kill him. We have no further use for him.
Oh, he's just a boy!
Out of my way.
He is just a child, Nikasi.
He is a Gondorian child, Balandor. What is that?
The fountain.
Oh, you have forgotten something important, Azagath. In the end, every river leads to the sea.
Roaming Star and... Ooh, bunch of the
Not beyond
ladies.
our reach, Azagath Sea Shadow.
Kindred of the Coins escape into the Citadel's desk, leaving their captive behind. Alright. The Kindred of the Coins have fled deeper into the Citadel, but our purpose is fulfilled and Thorongil rescued. The power of the Five Sisters frightens Azagath. He was right to flee from them, and his allies beside him. And yet Roaming Star and her sisters cannot long remain this far from their homes. They have helped buy us a reprieve and freedom for the kindred's hostage. But that is all. If Azagath and his kindred remain a threat, we cannot rely upon the Five Sisters to face it. Alright. You are lucky I came along when I did, Floresita, for the kindred of the coins were only moments away from discovering you. I deemed that I saved you from imprisonment at least and death at most, and you would do well to reward my friendship with whatever valuables you might have at hand. You remind Jajax that the kindred was quite oblivious to your presence until he called their attention to you, and he waves a dismissive hand. Ah, who can remember now? The important thing is that great deeds were done, and prisoners rescued, and the legend of Jajax has increased. Sure. Did you see them, Floresita? The Five Sisters. I thought my eyes were...
The Five Sisters.
Yes, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, but they were real. I thought they were going to slay Azagath right then and there. It is a shame they did not, and he got away. Is Orgulus here? Did he sail his ship to Umbar? I want to tell him about the sea voyage. It was very exciting and dangerous, too. You tell Thorongil that Orgulus remained behind in Anaphalis, but someone else did sail with you aboard the Wave Hunter as part of the rescue mission. You give Gnarl a moment to embrace her son and shower him with relieved kisses. After he finally squirms away from his mother, Gnarl claps you on the arm. You should have waited for the rest of us, Floresita, but I am pleased you acted quickly to rescue Thorongil when the opportunity presented itself.
Our mission to Umbar is completed.
for both captives held by the Kindred of the Coins have been rescued. I will return with Thorongil to Anfalis as soon as it can be arranged. His father, Carndolian, will be very pleased but not surprised to learn that we have triumphed. There will still be work to be done here in Umbar. I know it. Okay. Has it been so long that you have forgotten the most important rule of all, Floricita? Never count Jajax out of a fight, for he will return and surprise you. It is a lesson the Prince of Dol Amroth has now learned. You should have seen his face when it became apparent that only Jajax could turn defeat into victory. Aye, it seemed defeat was certain. He has spies in this land, a band of whisperers and movers in a secret that go by the name of Circle of the Eagle, and when they reported to him that your ship never arrived, he despaired. A plan was conceived, a desperate plan, but it was considered the only option left to save the captive boy. The prince could not achieve it, nor could the king. Only a Corsair would do. Only the Corsair would do, and that means Jajax. It is good to be owed favors by kings and princes, Floricita, and I shall be well rewarded for my part in this deception. I admit I believe the water carried by Nimrodale was in some way enchanted and would prove more effective than it turned out. But all is well now. It must be the good fortune of Jajax coming through in the end once again. How did my brother fare on your voyage? I hope he did not make too great a mess of things without me there to set him right. No, actually he was pretty good. There we go, something like that. Oh, Sigilith's there too. And Corridon. My goodness, where should I stand? Where should I stand? Okay, maybe like that, but then once I click on that, it's going to run up to her. For long years I believed I was no longer part of the world, Floricita, and I sheltered with the Avorum and stood at a remove from all others. The kindness of Arwen and the good heart of Roaming Star have taught me I was wrong. In gratitude I offered to play a role in their drama. Was it very different then, the role I played for so long, the role of Dortheneth? I have set aside my veil of mourning, Floricita. It is good to be of help to my friends no matter the dangers. Their kindness is like the warm sun upon my skin, and I welcome it. But do not mistake me. The danger of Azagath remains. I judge that he is no ordinary man. I felt Sauron's mark upon him. I have not had time yet to rest and to speak with my brother, for we have gone from one danger to another. I look forward to hearing of Corridon's adventures and telling him of my own. Perhaps that time has come. It may not last, for while the Kindred of the Coins has claimed to make this a free city, it would seem an evil has taken root within the membership of that council. I do not think your business in this land is yet finished, Floricita. Azagath remains a danger, and my heart tells me he is not the only member of the kindred who is not as they appear. Okay.
During the sea voyage that brought us to Umbar, I did what I could to keep Thorongil out of trouble. It was not easy.
It was not always an easy task, but I tell you truly that it was a thankless one. But I am relieved that both he and I survived the passage, that he has also been brought safely from the Citadel of the Winds. It is a sign of your prowess and my memory of our shared adventures that I am less surprised by that. I look forward to hearing of my sister's adventures and to telling her my own. I still cannot believe that she is alive, but of course she was always stubborn. She might say the same of me. But I believe Sigilith has always been more headstrong than I am. Since you have spent time with each of us, only you can tell us for certain. Corridon smiles. No, you can keep your answer. I know what it is.
brother always has a plan or a scheme in mind.
Do you
Think he had this planned all along?
Is this why he refused to join your crew? It must be surely. You consider whether to dispel Daxamac's notion of his brother and decide not to do so. You suspect that it would take a ship's hold full of evidence to lessen Daxamac's opinion of his brother, and even then it might not be possible. My brother is really something, isn't he? Daxamac asked you, and you had no choice but to nod in agreement. Yep, he is something. Alright, let's talk to Gimli and Legolas. Let's talk to Gimli first.
I have spoken with the others, and I still do not understand one thing.
If the Corsair J-Jax arranged with Koltek to gain access to the Citadel with his prisoner, why did the Temamir not accompany J-Jax inside? If he believed J-Jax's prisoner was truly King Arwen, would he not want to be present at the Kindred's triumph? Gimli strokes his beard. Unless Koltek knew that J-Jax had not actually captured Queen Arwen. But why would he help us rescue Thorongil? Is he secretly working against Azagath's aims? You tell Gimli that your audience with Harmelech has shown you the Kindred of the Coins may not be as united in their purpose as it seems from the outside. That is why the king under the mountain is so important, Floricita. I will keep thinking about it. Koltek's place in all of this makes my head hurt.
I have listened to the account of what transpired within the Citadel of Wings.
And it seems to me that Azagath's sea shadow is no mere man. Nimrodel says she felt the mark of Sauron upon him. Do you think he may be one of the Gurzel? If so, he has kept his nature hidden from the others of the kindred and from the Umbari people. Misaki Wave Reaper spoke to you of the song of waves and wind before she left Gondor, and I understand Harmelik mentioned it when you met her, but she knew little more than its name. Can it be that the Song of Waves and Wind has at its foundation some evil of Mordor? If that is so, we cannot leave Azagath to make use of it. Whatever it may be, the adventure that brought us to Umbar is over, but our work here is not finished. Okay. Talk to your friends. Okay.
I have listened to the account of what transpired within the Citadel, and my mind is clear.
Belendor has no love for Gondor, and who could blame him for that? But he is not a monster. Whatever evil lies at the heart of the Kindred of the Coins, my old friend is not the cause of it. He would have prevented Nakasi from slaying their young hostage, I am sure of it. Azagath and the web he has woven has my friend caught, and as I was enmeshed by the commands of the steward Denethor, Belendor is not beyond saving. Of this I am certain. Yep, because we saw Belendor stand in front of them as they were trying to execute poor young Thorongil. Alright, talk to Kabar.
It is done. For now, is it not?
We have
Carried out the commands of King Elisar.
Though they have brought us far from our homes, Kabar looks out over the water and shrugs his shoulders. I suppose I don't really have a home any longer, do I? My mother and my uncle Karlog would not welcome me back to Ethring, not even if they knew the part I played on this grand adventure. Especially not if they knew. It wasn't that large a part, but I like to think I was some help along the way. It is up to me to make a new home for myself now, somewhere out here in the world I was so afraid of. I cannot say what I was afraid of exactly. I think it was the bigness of the world, that sense of vast open spaces, far beyond the land in which I grew up. It is so different here, but perhaps that is a good thing for me. I could not find a place in which to belong in the land of my birth. Maybe I will find a place here. Thank you for bringing me along on your voyage. I will do whatever I can to help King Elisar bring peace to Gondor. And if that causes further conflict with the Kindred of the Coins, well, I will do what I can to help. All you need to do is ask, Floricita. I will follow wherever you lead. Just maybe not aboard a ship next time, he says with laughter in his eyes. Okay. The boy Thorongil has been saved, but I still see a loose thread in the tapestry of evil that brought him, and all of us to Umbar. Okay, one look at his mother's face reveals it, Floricita. No sum or gold or silver could make me dare to cross her, but the kindred of the coins has done so, and she has not forgotten. What does Lady Nariel plan to do next? Yes. Let's see where we're at. So we have earring. Okay. So we're going to replace that water lurker earring. Where's that? Let me see. Is that this guy? No, that's a bracelet. That's a ring. Where's the earring? Should be up here. That's it, the first one. All right. Ooh, the Song of Waves and Wind themes. Put that in your house. Okay. And then this is a bracelet. Ah, seaside bracelet. Yeah, that's this one. Tracery. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Alrighty. I think that's it. Or there. Talk to Nuriel. Oh, and Corridon too.
Half of the job is done, my friend, but the other half remains, and its name is justice.
Yeah! 3 members of the Kindred of the Coins fled deeper into the Citadel of Winds when my son was rescued. They will not escape us. We must return to the Citadel and pursue them. Azagath, Bellander, and Nakasi will pay for endangering my son. Speak to me when you are ready to return to that place. Okay. Hold on, let's talk to Corridon.
Your mission has concluded, and I am pleased it has ended happily.
Now that it has, I can confess to you something. The physical hurt of the wound I suffered outside of Helm's Deep pained me greatly, even as it would in time be healed by Leaf Shade's ministrations. But one pain remained even afterward. The pain of loss, of not knowing what befell my friends. As my body recovered, my heart dwelled on the uncertainty of what might be happening even then to you and to Glaowen and to Horn and to Nona. Now that Thorongil of Peneth Galen has been rescued from the Kindred of the Coins, will you take one last journey with me, Floricita? Okay. Oh, this is interlude. The ghost returns. Okay. I want to do one more journey. I want to do chapter 8.1 first. Oh yeah, this is just outside. This is next to Eshman. This is just where are we at? On the Harbor Warden's Tower. Yeah, that's fine. We'll come back here.
These foes will not escape us. We will pursue them into their very stronghold.
And no hiding place will remain unsearched. I will thrust my sword into every closet and cabinet within each one of these villains might hide. Okay? Good luck. I mean, it's heavily...
My son Thorongil has been rescued, but the kindred of the coins will still be made to answer for his capture.
Okay. The guardsmen are in disarray. They speak of two groups, those loyal to Azagath and those who now question him. We should remain alert for the first, and learn what information we can from the second. Narl turns her gaze to the great hall, lingering briefly on the fountain in its center. I wish you had waited for me to accompany you before you came here the first time, Floricita. Had you done so, we would not now need to make this venture, for Azagath's head would already be shorn from his body, and I would be half on the way back to Penetgalen. But what is done, and that undone remains undone. Let us speak to these women and learn if they support Azagath or oppose him. Okay. Basically, I walk with her.
This way.
This way. Walk this way. Talk this way.
Have you brought doom upon us?
You betcha. That's my name.
You
Floris.
serve Azagath Sea Shadow and his kind.
Be careful.
If not, you have nothing to fear from me.
She speaks not of you, Gondorian. She speaks of the terrible spirits that rose from the fountain.
When we aided you, we did not think you intended to bring Gondorian sorcery to bear against the kindred. We fled when the Corsair made your presence known to Azagath. But from the far side of the hall we witnessed the terrible creatures as they rose from the fountain. Where have they now gone? Do you plan to unleash them upon the city? You assure Ushu that the five sisters would not have harmed either her or her friends in any way, and now that Thorongil has been rescued, they will not trouble the folk of the city. She considers your words. That is a comfort, but something yet confuses me. If these water spirits answer to the call of Gondor, why were they dressed in Umbari garb? To my eye, they were dressed as nobles of the city, and Inet told me the same. You tell Ushu that the seven sisters did not appear that way to you, and she furrows her brow, but does not seem surprised. Interesting. For one thing to appear many ways is not unusual in these times. The kindred of the coins seem to be one thing to us, and yet Azagath's words of late have cast another light upon it, a light fell and sickly.
This is the way Azagath fled. Deeper into the Citadel. We will open the door for you.
You have our thanks, but I must ask this of you. Why do you help us to reach your must?
His warriors are willing to die for him. I am not. Nor am I. The kindred of the coins saved Umbar from the Empire of Ordak. But I think there was a disease within the kindred, rotting it from the inside. Cut out the disease and heal the body.
Are you prepared, Floricita? We will likely face opposition from those still loyal to Azagath, and they will seek to keep us from reaching their master and his allies in the kindred. Once we pass through this door, we must let none keep us from finding the treacherous leader of the kindred of the coins. Others of your crew will follow behind to keep Azagath from circling around us and escaping. Now, let us fight! Yeah! It's time to fight! Fight for our right to party! Either way, Narel, I'll let you tank. Uh-oh. Okay. The corridors to the southeast descends a long flight of stairs. Azagath and his allies must have gone that way. Okay. Where's she going? Jeez. Ooh, Elodin and Elor are here. Yay! Those warriors were guarding the northeast corridor, Floricita. That must be the way Azagath, Misaki, and Bellander fled. It is curious, but I see no one guarding the passage. Still, we must remain alert. Let's go. Yay, Cardun and Sigalith are here. I do not have a good feeling about this. That door leads outside. Floricita, we must hurry. We cannot allow Azagath to escape us. Oh, I guess I opened the door. Let's get him! Oh, he must have gone away. Oh, he escaped.
Have they escaped us? You there, what did you see?
I beg you, have mercy upon me and my fellows. We had no choice. Nakasi, Wave Reaper, threatened to skin us alive. We did not help them cast off with utmost haste. There was a terrible light in her eyes, and I think she would have done it. Bellander's crew is fiercely loyal, and they manned the oars without argument. Even when Azagath told them their destination, they did not balk at it as I would have done. You ask the dock worker where the leaders of the kindred intend to row, and he shudders. Across the water, stranger, they made for the temple of the All-Seeing. They made for the Makhada Korbo.
The Makta Korbo? What do they hope to find there?
For now they have escaped us, but not for long.
Azagath has not escaped my justice. He has only delayed it.
Even as the water builds in power behind the dam that blocks the river, so will the strength of my vengeance increase for every day he remains unpunished. He will regret his flight, but what evils might he find buried beneath Makata Korbo?
The people of the city believe the Makta Korbo was destroyed.
In the great earthquake that accompanied Sauron's fall, Florisita. But you know as I do that such destruction is not always complete. Sometimes something remains.
We should travel by land to the outskirts of the temple.
And learn if the fleeing members of the kindred have disturbed the ruin. It may be they seek only escape, but if evils of Sauron do remain beneath that structure, we cannot risk Azagath coming into possession of them. My brother and I will accompany you, Florisita. We would not say this to you directly, but privately he mourned to me that you ventured into the Citadel to rescue Thorongil without him. The Makad Horrible is to the northwest of the city. Okay. Alrighty. I think we'll call that quits for now. If you happen to like the video, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, bell notification. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. When we come back, we're going to do this interlude of the Ghost Returns with Corridon. That should be a quick travel there and back here. And then we will continue on with chapter 8.2, Something Remains. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. And again, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification. And if I haven't said it before, if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching.